Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to our crazy farming simulator series. And there we go, now I got silage additive. So there's a tank for the silage additive inside that little barn. It's piped out to a pump that's on the outside, and we can use it like that, which is absolutely brilliant. I like that. Now I'm going to go around this field here, and I'm going to gather up some of this grass to start with. So we will start up with the baler on the front, the mower on the front. Unfold that bad boy there. I haven't sped up the unfolding on this one. And start that one up. I like the whine that this one has got. I think it sounds actually really cool. I can't remember which way I set the stuff. I know the grass goes on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, which is actually different to my other mower, and I feel it was a bit of a mistake in the end. I probably should have put it onto the other side, but I haven't actually gotten around to altering it round. So you're going to go over there like that, and he's already shoved the trailer out in the wrong spot. We'll start that one up, and then we'll go over to here, and we'll start that one up as well. And then I'll go back to, we'll just go to the mower on the front. So this is how that mower works, okay? Now, I do feel that this was a little bit of a mistake on my part. I mean, it will still work just fine. And generally, the way I've been doing it is you drive this way round. So you've actually got the bit of grass that is being dumped on the away side of the mower. So I do it like this so that I can then go close to the hedge all the way round and gather up everything that is close to the hedge, but also right through the hedge as well, so we can reach across to the other side of the road, or sometimes the other side of the road. I don't think it will quite, yeah, it does. It just reaches the other side of the road over there. But it gives you a little bit of a cut out into the neighbour's field. I'm only going to do this field down here with this one. Right, because we have actually got the money to go and buy the proper big mower that we've got up top, the other one, and I'd kind of like to use that one because that big mower is going to save us a lot of time. So what we'll do now is we'll spin round, come in here like this, take up the last of that, and then I'll come round here. And you can see it's a little bit wider than the John Deere mower that we were using previously, the trailed one that I had, and it's priced at, I feel, a reasonable price for the size of the mower, and it's a lot of fun to use. I've used it quite a bit, but when you kind of like this one's like 300,000 and the other mower is over $1 million. But if you're going to get into grass in a big way and you're doing this kind of really unrealistic approach, then yeah, it's definitely worth going for the bigger mower. What I've been doing on my own playthrough when I've been messing around lately is I have a sheep pen that I've catified, and the sheep pen holds 10,000 sheep. And I have found that in order to have 10,000 sheep, I need to be able to supply. I did originally go with 50,000 sheep, and then I thought, you know, actually this might be a little bit excessive. Because I'm just never going to be able to keep up with the grass. I did a running calculation. I think I needed something like 30 million litres. Yeah, it was 30 million litres of grass per year in order to keep 50,000 sheep, which seems a bit excessive. So I cut it down to 10,000 sheep. 10,000 sheep gets you, you need 6 million litres of grass per year to keep them fed. So you do actually need quite a lot of grass. And this mower at this size, getting 6 million litres of grass is, yeah, it's not really a feasible type of thing. Like, it's not something that you want to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to this middle one, and I'm going to shut that one off like that, and then I'm going to fold it like that, and then I'm just going to drive on through. Actually, you know what, we should probably turn off the front mower, because otherwise I'm going to be cutting bits over here that I don't want to cut. 3 million litres of grass per 6 million litres of grass per year for the 10,000 sheep. that's doable, but you don't really want to be doing it with this mower. It takes too long. So in the end, I decided not to do it with this mower, and I got the other mower that we were just leasing, and I'm now going to go up and buy it. We've got 5 million euros here from our loan, and okay, let's make use of this. Oh, wait, no, we haven't got 5 million euros at all. Took that to, it's 500,000 euros. I almost completely forgot this. Some of you will probably have been screaming at the screen that I don't have 5 million. I need to remove the 5 million that I added in order to set things right. Okay, I don't have 5 million. It's 671,601. So I don't have enough to go and buy the mower that I wanted to go and buy, which is a little bit of a shame. Do I have anything that is ready to be sold? Something that I have been doing, I've added like 25... 25? No, I think I've added close to 100 big beehives on my map. So I get a lot of honey. And basically I get close to 1 million euros worth of honey that I sell off each year, which is very nice. But those 10,000 sheep that I've got, those are the big money earners, because the wool goes into, and it's not actually, I haven't actually catified it. It's just a wool one, because I didn't think I'd be using it for this series, so I wasn't worried about it. If we go to factories, and then I'm going to scroll all the way over here, because I think it's right down near the end. I haven't got it on here. It's basically a wool factory that does everything at a much higher speed. So I can put all of the wool that I get, and that is processed through, and then it's turned into clothing as well. And it works really well, okay? It works absolutely phenomenally well. It's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's like poetry in motion. Now, I'm going to unhitch this mower right here, and I'm curious. I need a little bit more money, but I don't think I'm going to be able to take out a new loan. Maximum 0. Yeah, okay, so I can't take out another loan. I'm going to sell this one. 171,000. So it's about 200,000 something, wasn't it? So we have lost a little bit of money on there. And I probably shouldn't have returned the other mower. So what I will do is, to make up for that little mistake with the returning of the mower, I will add the whatever the leasing cost is back, and we will lease this mower once more, because we want to hurry up and get this mowing done. Okay, I do actually want to get this job done. So we'll bump that up to 55k, even though the baler won't keep up with it. And I had a nice hot pink for this one, so I'm going to lease that. That is 63,750. So if I come out of here, and then we will add in 63,750. There we go. Right. And we will go over here, and we will get this mower, and then we will go and get started on our fields. We've got a lot of grass that we need to cut. If you have got, by the way, just as a friendly warning, if you've got crops like that that are not ready to harvest, the mower won't cut them. If you've got crops that are ready to harvest, the mower will actually cut them. You don't want that. That's a little bit of a jolly nuisance. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start up. Start the baler. Start that one up. And then I'm going to start this one up, and that leaves the grass off to the side over there like that. And you can see it didn't actually go into our crops. But this one reaches a long way over into neighbouring fields. So if there is a little bit of extra grass to be gathered up, then we can gather it up. See, all the way over there? I got no problems with doing that whatsoever. So I can't quite reach into some of these fields. There's a little bit of a thing right there, so I'm gonna remove another section of the wall right here. Hide player trigger. No, I don't want hide object. Oh, yeah, that should be enough. I'm hoping. Yeah, so the sheep, 10,000 sheep. I've got wool being produced from the sheep, obviously, and then after the wool is done, where am I getting that bit of grass from? Oh, it's because I'm reaching over into the rest of the field. The wool that I get from the sheep is processed and into fabric, and then it's turned into clothes. And I have managed to get approximately 15 million euros from 1 year's worth of wool from my sheep. Alright, 15 million euros. That's from selling the clothes. Now, it did take me a while to build up to that, because I had to, earn the land in order to better have the sheep. And I bought like 200 sheep, and then I let them breed up. So it took a little bit of time to get to that stage. But yes, 15 million euros in a year. There's a lot of mowing involved, right? Which is why I'm not going to do it in this series, because there's an obscene amount of mowing involved to be able to do it. And I don't really want to be doing that. And I'm already got a target here for 1,000 cows, which is going to give us more mowing than most of you are going to be wanting to see anyway. So, yeah, I kind of thought, no, we won't be doing the sheep option. We might be doing the cows, the chickens option. And this is what I do like, though. I'm stealing now from our neighbours. I'm stealing a whole... Look at the grass. I am stealing from our neighbours right there. All of this extra. I have no shame. No shame about this whatsoever. That is a beautiful pile of grass. If they're daft enough to grow it close to my land, then it's fair game as far as I'm concerned. We can also mow, well, we can't quite mow all of the lawn, but we can mow most of the neighbour's lawn right there. So our cows are going to be very grateful for the food that we get from there. And then there's a whole load more grass down here that we're going to get, which is absolutely wonderful. And then we come over this way. So what I'm going to do now is, even though I've got a gap up there that I can go through, I'm kind of thinking that we should have a gap through here to get through, and then we can kind of make it like a loop around. Whether or not this is going to be a good idea, I don't really know, but I'll take out that chunk, and I don't think I need to take out another chunk, so we'll just leave it like that. And then we'll go in through here. So I've left there's a little tiny bit of grass left behind. That'll be fine. I'm not going to worry about that. So this field here, I can't quite go through here. I'm wondering whether or not I should allow myself to be able to just go right round the edges. It might be a little bit quicker to do. So, yes, you know what? We will, because I don't want to be messing around for the whole of this series doing, like, loads with the mowing and stuff. Like, I've had a lot of fun setting up some of the mowing, but we don't want to be doing that forever. There is a bit of fence right there, which might be problematic. Yep, it is. So if I go up to the fence, we should be able to reach a... It should give us a hide. There we go, hide object. Right, the fence missing now. Now here, it is worth adding in silage additive. By the way, it's definitely worth putting the silage additive on when you're playing your game, because silage additive adds 5% additional grass as you go through it. And I seen someone, I don't know who it was. I didn't see, I was reading it on Reddit. Someone did do some experiments with the silage additive, and you can do silage additive on a baler like this, and then pop the bale open after you've baled it, go back and do it again, and it'll add another 5%. You can keep adding 5%. So you can just generate yourself a whole load of grass using just a... You could call it a glitch, a cheat, whatever you want to call it, in the game code. But technically, it is possible to add in a whole load of extra. Now, if you have a look here, see, it doesn't cut what we don't want it to cut. But if I'm going close to the edge, it does cut up against the edges of the field in a very nice way. Now, this bit right here, I'm not going to go through that fence. That bit I'm going to leave. So what I'm going to end up doing is coming around the corner like this. And then I'm going to go back in here like this. And we've got one bale on our trailer. That one bale is 500,000 litres of grass. Now, there isn't actually very much else that I want to do going that way round on our fields. So I'm now going to go this way round. And we should be able to get pretty much everything that is left to mow. So we can go... Some of the gaps we've been through, we'll need to go back through again by the look of it. But most of it should be right. So we come on down here and then... Well, I can just kind of follow the edges of the fields. And you can see how far over this mower reaches. Like, it's really good how far the mower reaches. Because it means that we kind of, like, just tidy everything up as we go. Like, there isn't very many passes that we're going to have to make. And that does make life a lot easier for us. So then I can come back round over this way. Gathering everything as we go along. And yeah, if you turn too sharp with this one, it will end up leaving you with little bits of grass that's left over. But honestly, it's not very much. Like, it really doesn't make that much of a difference to anything. And going back over it once more, like we are at the moment, does tend to gather up everything that might be left. And I've done pretty much all of it already. Yeah? There isn't much left now. Oop. Okay, it's a little bit rough there, which made us whiz around. I have found out something, though. I did find out something on here. Now, am I leasing or do I own this one? Rented. Ah. I have found that this one seems to be levering it up ever so slightly. So we're going to want to buy this baler at some point if we can. Although I'm still not sure if I want to stick with the baler or not. But if we do, get wheels. And this is my advice to you if you are using this and you make some changes. Or even you just use a standard one. Use wheels rather than tracks. Because the wheels are actually, they're like higher. And so this one doesn't go quite so low to the ground. This one being low to the ground, if you've got flat ground, it doesn't make any difference. But if you've got uneven ground, this one does tend to hold the wheels up in the air a little bit, and it can be a little bit awkward and difficult to maneuver around. Just one small detail that I've noticed with this mod, and I really love this baler, so I've kept it. But I did switch over to wheels for that reason. Like, I was getting fed up with it kind of just levering me up into the air on the uneven ground. And it works a lot better if you get wheels rather than the tracks that we've got on it here. So that is my personal recommendation. Use wheels. Because the tracks do look cool, but they don't quite work as well as you would like when you're doing jobs like this. So I've got a little tiny bit of grass there that I can't quite reach. But honestly, I don't think that's going to matter too much. Now, can I get past this one? Yep, there we go. Right. I think that's it. I think we've done it all. There's one little tiny bit there, stuck in the middle, which I just took off there. And there's that little bit over there. Honestly, I don't think matters very much, but we've now scooped it up. And then there's a little bit over here. And I think that's it. See? If you go slowly around the corners, you definitely gather everything up. So, that's a lot. I got 288,000 litres of grass in the baler still, because of the obscene amounts that we carry. This front mower, we're now done with. I've gone round and I've done all the silages. I don't know whether I should hold on to this one or dump it until later in the year and then lease it back again. How much grass? Let's just see how much grass we've got. So the biggest problem is that we need silage. We kind of run out on here. because it does use up silage faster than the other. If you go to the Cat Farm supplies over here, we get 2 million litres of each. So I'm just going to keep filling it up and leaving the hay and the silage running, and eventually the hay bit will fill up and the silage will take extra, and I think that'll be fine. Looking at it on here, like we got plenty of hay already. If you go into this bit, so we got like 500,000 litres on there, and I got 157,000 litres there. The cows right now need 1.3 million litres for a whole year, and we've got 500,000 litres in there already. So we're probably gonna be all right, in which case we can go into here and I can go to the leased stuff, go to the mower, and this one could be returned. So if I return that one, how much was that going to be per day? I don't actually remember what it was. So if we go into here and I go to lease, right there, base cost 25,000, per work day 12,500. So every single day that goes past, 12,500 euros would have been going out of our account in order to keep that mower. So I feel that we have done the right thing. Then we want to go to this one and we can turn that one off. There's no bales to take out of that one, so then we can fold it up, and then we go to the trailer. We can turn that one off like that. So we've got 1 million litres of grass on the back of this baler. There's 288,000 in there. If I don't go and do any more grass and I go straight, well, I will be. I'll be going straight into straw next. That will convert over. So, yes, the downside of having much bigger bales is that if you've got 3/4, 9/10 of a bale left in your machine, you don't get to have it back, right? It doesn't come back again. You've lost it if you go off into a different crop. So that is the downside, which is why I didn't want to actually go all the way up to 1 million litres, because I thought if I go to 1 million litres, that's going to end up being, it's going to end up backfiring. So, but I've got 1 million litres in there now. That's gone in, and if we go over to here, we've got this one. This one's now working, so I've got 1 million litres in there. We've got the grass silage. That's going to start making, and then that will start distributing over to the other one, and then we've got some food that we can bring over to our cows, which will be absolutely fantastic. So I can bring you on round over here. I will unhitch that one. Right there. Now, I've got 288,000 litres in here. I don't want to take this one off of lease yet. Even though the lease cost on this is going to be prohibitively expensive, I'm not going to get rid of it just yet. We'll hold on to that one because, quite frankly, I feel that that is going to be too much of a waste. And I don't want to go and buy another baler and then sort of lose all that money. So the next thing I need to do is some fertilizer spreading. Now I have 2 fertilizer spreaders for options that I can go and use, because I did add another one in. So I've got that one. I don't think I've actually widened that one out at all. It does go faster, so we go 45 kilometers an hour at 42 meters wide, and we can go up to 10,000 liters in it. Or we've got that one, which is 140 meters wide. You can't see very well how wide it goes. It's very difficult to see. This one, I've increased the capacity, but this one's 6 million because of the increased capacity, right? It's definitely worth getting this one. I've used it, but we could just stick with the 42 meter one. It does go pretty fast. Just go with this one. I don't think I actually increased the price of it very much. Haven't really increased the price of this one. Okay, so this must be an old one. I didn't increase. So what I'll do is I'll just add in all of the extras that you can get on it. And we'll just go with that. So we'll buy this one here, 43,000. It's really the only difference with that one is that it goes a little bit fat. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the old one. This is the small capacity one. 4,000 litres. It's 140 metres wide. It's the other one that I really want, that the 40,000 one. Because this one here, whilst it's great, it's still... Yeah, it's not quite what we want. So if I start this one up, see, it does obscene amounts. It reaches a really, really long way, which is fantastic. It really is. I guess we can use this one. Alright, well, I'll sell the other one back. Because this seems to be working just fine. 4,000 litres of fertilizer. So, yes, I could probably do better with the fertilizer, but, I mean, that's reaching pretty much everything that we own in one easy movement. In over here. So it's not quite perfect. There is some issues there with the way that works, but I think overall that's actually pretty good. So if I go back into here, and I'm not going to bother with like just moving it. We'll just sell. I know I'm right next to it, but yeah, that's fine. All right, so we'll sell that one, and we'll stick with this one right here. Is this one leased, or is this, am I owning this one? What have we got? That one is rented. Okay, so that one's rented as well. I got a little bit more that we need to do up this side, but that's most of the fertilizer spreading done. Let me just finish this up a second. It's 600,000 euros. I'm wondering whether or not I should buy it. Like, it does seem like it might be a good idea, but at the same time, it's still... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.